about it. Listen, Canelo Alvarez got 2 fights left. 9 times out of 10, let's be real, it is much more stiffer competition that he could be facing, more competitive guys who are not as great as Terrence Crawford, but they have the weight to be able to withstand Canelo Alvarez shots and the speed or power to have more output and more damage than Canelo Alvarez shots. 9 times out of 10, he gonna figure out somebody subpar to do a tune-up with. After that, it will be a rematch for Terrence Crawford Canelo Alvarez, because that matchup will not only be lucrative, but it would also have a lower ceiling of him actually taking an awful lot of damage at such a mature age. Um, so it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you, if you're gonna get paid and you don't have to worry about possibly being stopped or possibly being beat on, like, why wouldn't you want to take that matchup? Um, I got him possibly going for somebody like Shiraz, because one thing about Team Canelo, the matchmaking is undeniably great. It's enough to spark controversy, but not enough for people who are true boxing enthusiasts to feel as though he is being at the highest of competitive levels. So, what we talking about is the fact that the rematch for Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is going to happen. Canelo has 2 fights left. I got him getting a tune-up and making his final matchup against Terrence Crawford again. Because out of all the people who did beat him, obviously Mayweather's retired. Bivol is just too big. We seen Bivol beat Better Biev. So if he can eat a Better Biev shot, he damn sure can eat a Canelo Alvarez shot. So he ain't going back for that. So 9 times out of 10, I got him getting somebody that's a little bit under him, in the sense of, they may be ranked high, but skill for skill, they ain't fucking with Nello. And then I got him going back for that Crawford matchup, because it's going to be more money. Yeah, I think the rematch is exciting. The reason why is because it's the main selling ticket, right? It's going to bait the little race battle, people going back and forth about cultures, simply because Mexicans are very strong about their culture. And with that being said, and that's the selling point, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. People want to see Canelo get his get back, especially because you got the people who are Team Canelo, who really even tried to make themselves believe that Canelo was only down 2 rounds at the end of that fucking fight, which we all who indulge and truly understand what it is that we're looking at know goddamn well Canelo wasn't down no fucking 2 rounds. He was losing. So yeah, that's just what it is. I'm not too hype about that, since what Bud did is just going to be worse for Nello. Um, yeah, but I mean, what would you rather do if you was him? Would you rather go for Benavidez, a much bigger fighter who is throwing harder shots, but has the speed and is naturally just a bigger than you, reach advantage, love to fight on the inside, so you can't really just like bully him, or Bivol, who is bigger, going to outbox you, have great feet too, or the smaller or similar size in Terrence Bud Crawford, who y'all basically got storyline with each other. You could repackage that fight up, and the Canelo fans will hallucinate enough to where they would invest their money into it like never before. Not only because it's his last match, um, but also because they just stand behind Canelo brand. We can't, he got a country supporting him, bro. So it's no different than Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton got washed by Mayweather, and he still was not the man where he was from. You get what I'm saying? So they still impact purchasing power. And I feel like that's just the minimum risk. I'm not saying Crawford didn't go in there and win stylistically in a masterful way. He did. Um, but I just think out of all fights, uh, that that's just the least of the risk for an older Canelo Alvarez. Like if I've been saying these matches was showing his age, but like Terrence Bud Crawford clearly showed his age. Come on, man. Eddie Reynoso skillfully, based on a lot of tasks that Canelo has overcame within that square circle, he has what it takes to be able to make the suggestions for Canelo Alvarez. It's just his body couldn't get to it. Like his body couldn't do it. You know what I mean? No matter how much he wanted to do it, like his body couldn't do it. So, you know, um, but yeah, that's that. You know what I mean? And I don't really see him again. Yeah, he got 2 fights. He's not physically able to really keep up, bro. It showed, and he even said it. Like we had a game plan, but I just couldn't keep up. Even with the issues in camp, he couldn't keep up. So it's just really one of those things to where like he's just not physically able at this point. He still can do what he can to sell, so he need a win. So so yeah, go ahead and go get that win. And then once you get that win, come back to Bud. I don't see Nello trying to get all the I don't see Nello trying to get all the bust at 68 again if Bud vacates. Right. I don't either. I'm pretty sure. Come on, man. Turkey a greedy pig, bro. Pause. I don't mean pig. Turkey Turkey is about his money. There's no way he gonna allow them fighters to still both be in the game, understanding what the possibilities could be. You get what I'm saying? They'll figure that shit out. Netflix got a big ass bag they try to put behind them. And that's just that. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, I feel like they're gonna. The only big fights for Nello is Bud and David, right? And who you think? And this is not a knock to Bud. This is just me being real, Justin. A lot of people won't understand if they like Bud crazy after him getting that win. What he did was amazing. You get what I'm saying? I shed a tear to this shit. You watch me do it. So you already know that I believe that it was a very spectacular performance. Like, yeah, I knew he could win, but the way he won and in the fashion that he won was just fucking amazing to me. Like it was like he fought a perfect fight, in my opinion. But like who do you think is the least risk? Yeah, if he go 12 with Bud, he eat a couple counters, that's cool. But like David would beat him the fuck up. He don't even have the pace to keep up with David. Like David would beat him the fuck up. Yes, I'm not. This is not me trying to knock Crawford. But what I'm saying, Crawford, he got to give you a little bit more skill because at the end of the day, he gonna respect the power in Canelo. But yeah, he got to take Bud. Oh man. I tell you what, man. Off topic, man. Hey, man. I am frustrated with people who want shit overnight, bro. I am frustrated, bro. I don't even like people around me that talk like that, man. The overnight success ass people, man. You really want something, this shit take time. If you're not willing to put time into it, get away from it. You don't really love it. Like, this is wise. Rather than trying to do shit for the sake of money, like, do it because you love it first. Because it allows you to keep on doing it even when times aren't necessarily as beneficial. It's no different. It's no different than when, you know, like a boxer. You initially come in the game and it's truly fueled off love because it's damn sure ain't no money there. And then that passion drives him to possibly be somebody who could be in the top 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. You get what I'm saying? Oh my God, Justin, please, bro. That shit be frying me, bro. I don't even want to sit in a room with nobody to think like that, bro. Some old fast shit. Like, bro, real shit take time. Like, everybody, we look at these football players and we say dumb shit. I don't say it. I know better. But we say dumb shit like, oh, he's so lucky. Man, that nigga played football for 15 years straight without a fucking paycheck. How the fuck is he lucky? How was that luck? Meanwhile, these motherfuckers won't even work on shit for 15 minutes, bro. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, bro. That shit is just a burnout. And if you know you want something overnight, man, get away from me, man. I'm not your guy. I will never be your guy. Like, I don't want no fast shit, bro. I don't even rock like that. Shit be crazy, man. But I mean, on a more positive note, fuck them. It just that shit is just a burnout. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hey, but yeah, man, we expecting that rematch, man. Um, Also, I had made a mention of the Shakur Stevenson Teofimo Lopez fight. Love that. Um, Love the fact that Teofimo is finally stepping up and fighting somebody. He is a fighter that needs turkey, and that's just simply because his personality sucks. Who you think finna be on a Roach Pitbull undercard? I'm not sure. Gary Antoine should be on there for sure, for sure. Can they give my guy Rayo another shot? He got stopped. I ain't seen him in a minute. Should come with the game though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Rayo was gonna lose the Pitbull. Rayo outboxed the fuck out of Pitbull. The date. Let me get the exact date for you. I'm saying I looking for a fucking lens cap. I don't know where I put that shit at, bro. I'll be just touching shit and sometimes I don't put it back. Let me get the exact date for you. Roach finna smoke his ass though. You just basically beat Tank and then you gotta fight Mexican Tank. Shit, he finna get smoked, bro. Mm, mm-mm. It's officially on. What date was it though? Agree. Oh, for December. December. um, it's not an exact date. I don't see that shit, but it's for December. I ain't gonna lie though. Pitbull Cruz. Pit Pitbull Cruz. The one thing I like about him when he was that last minute replacement for Tank. That was the first time I really seen Tank in an uncomfortable situation. But he outboxed the nigga with one hand. I kind of wish that Tank should have gave him the rematch right away and then stopped him. Cause even though I feel like it may be hard, but yeah, Roach definitely throwing sharp shit. And my whole thing is like Pitbull is like a perfect style for him. And the reason why I say Pitbull is the perfect style is because Pitbull, all he can do is come forward, and Roach throwing sharp ass counters. Oh man, where the fuck I put this joint at? So yeah, I see him. I see him running through him. Send me goddamn 80 text messages, bro. I don't want to talk. about some microwave shit. Niggas waste their energy all on fast shit, man. Just sit down for 15 minutes or stick to something. Stick to a plan. Nah, I was asking about the Corteo fight. Oh, on the undercard? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully they stack it. You know, Turkey undercards be different. Turkey put main fights. Shit, you see how that goddamn that how unorthodox that goddamn card was the other day. That Brandon that Brandon Adams joint should have been the main event. Get to put them other niggas on prelims, bro. But you know, they lying in bed with Dana White, whatever the fuck his name is. My fault, y'all. I'm multitasking. Um, and you know they gotta represent for his peoples and whatever the fuck he working on. And fuck that dude, man. Keep him out of boxing, bro. What's sad is the fans still gonna consume that shit. I don't think Pitbull hit as hard as we think. I believe he know how to. He is short, and you know that short shit. It allow you to raise a lot of torque with your shots. I wait till I'm off live. Yeah, but Adam should have been co-main off the rip. I ain't gonna lie, that was a fucking beautiful. Oh my god, bro. Niggas like that, bro. When they put on them type performances, I be like, man, this is why I love this shit, man. That shit was just like watching fucking Bob Ross paint, man, and just talk like, yeah, just go across it like that, boom, bop, yeah, wow. You see those clouds? Like, motherfucker was working, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I sent that nigga a message earlier. I said, bro, you a fucking whole artiste. You get what I'm saying? You a whole fucking on Instagram. You a whole fucking artiste, man. Like that shit. That shit is beautiful. I'm open to suggestions. I just need product photos for selling. I understand what you need, but I'm explaining is they're not attractive photos. Another person, microwave shit, man. Everybody got the answers. If you ain't go to school for it, you ain't got the answers, man. I'm sorry. If you ain't sit down and put 10 plus years into it, you don't have the answers. If you had the answers, you would have billions of dollars falling out your motherfucking pockets already. You don't have the answers. And it's okay. Shit is trash. And then you sit there and try to say it nice. Motherfuckers got me hot tonight, gang. My fault. Work took a toll on the nigga, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, nah. Turkey gonna make sure that card is overstacked. Just proportion them fights a little bit better. Stop trying to put niggas as main events who don't belong in main events for the sake of building up a fighter with a name of an undefeated fighter that don't want to fight. Cause that co-main for that underdog, for that Canelo Bug card was it was terrible. It should have been in Billy, Brandon Adams, Nello Bug. All that other shit is just uncalled for and unnecessary, man. That shit was garbage. That shit was hot ass garbage, bro. Even Dana White fighter, bro. All right, you in there with a man that don't want to swing, man. You the bigger fighter. Like, take advantage. Like, you just sitting there dancing, trying to throw some sharp shit. He don't wanna push you. Fuck him up. But I don't know, man. Uh, no disrespect. They both got in the square circle. It is what it is, bro. It's just that co-main to me wasn't it. Um, this Lamont Roach fight, I am hyped to watch. Uh, I was one to sleep on. I was one to sleep on Lamont Roach when he first fought Tank. Yeah, that should have been the opener. That shit was not good. The first few matches in the beginning actually was like better. Needs product photos for selling. Don't worry about writing. It's for our website to start selling. Just add the label as a photo. Okay. Need to show what they're buying. Okay. No problem. I'm trying to tell him. My whole thing is, you ain't. The world's competitive, man. If you don't know what the fuck going on, this shit'll eat you alive, man. I mean, you could always just go sell dope. People already know what that is. You ain't gotta market it. In fact, you can't really market it anyway. I make myself laugh sometimes. Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, I I wish I could watch Boychuk and goddamn Brandon Adams fight over and over again. Like they should just have a third fight, not because it makes sense, but because it's nice. Did they ever talk about that fight bonus Dana White was talking about? What fight bonus exactly? I'm sorry. I need a refreshment course, bro. Long day. Dana White fight bonus, and that was for the Nello card, of course. Fuck him now. I ain't. He only want boxers to be able to determine their wage. He want them to go risk their life. See now that UFC shit, it's not a knock to none of the fighters. Jiu-jitsu is tough. A lot of the crafts and shit that they need to know, that shit is mad tough, right? But niggas be developing a punching power to really put you the fuck out. You get what I'm saying? We'll just end up with their fans. I mean, you when it really come down to them cards tracks, we all could agree that Turkey Al Sheik and them got the money. But what's happening is the the big names are not getting on the cards because they can pay this other name less and help market him off at the same time. So it's more so like a pay for play position. The whole point of Dana White coming to the table is because he's bringing money. Then he's brought in as a promoter, which helps his name circulate in boxing and make it to where you look at him as if he's one of those guys in boxing. Hey, man. Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was a beautiful performance, bro. I cried over that shit, bro. Dana was talking about that during the conference. I'm guessing he was trying to bring the same prize bonus they gave out in UFC. Nah, fuck all that. That prize bonus is with the incentive. That prize bonus is with the incentive for you to not be able to negotiate your own pay. So it seems like it's a bonus, but it's not really a bonus long term. It's no different than your job saying, "Hey, we'll give you a big raise now, but you can't get another raise for the next 20 years." But if they just give you the regular raise, you'll end up making more in the next 20 years. But if you don't do the math and you get excited right now and you take it, you end up fucking yourself over. Chris, would you admit that the so-called big names are merely posturing and cussing, however, no fights? Those two guys took a risk on Saturday. I mean, which two guys? Bud, Canelo, Walsh, fucking Vargas. Like I don't like what guys. And it really also comes down to how the promoters want to position the cards. Turkey Al Sheik understands that Oz is on these cards, so if he can position some of his fighters to be able to make a bag under him, right? Yeah, Canelo and Crawford. Shout out to them. Shit, Canelo got paid good for that risk. No wonder Dana looked so upset. They ain't not used to paying fighters that much. I mean, in that situation, Turkey Al Sheik and Netflix is who paid the fighters. Dana White just paid to play to sit at the table, bro. Business is a pay to play game at that level. Okay, you want to draw attention? We can do business with each other. But what do you bring to the table right now for me to sit down and want to fuck with you? So this is why a lot of poor people are not in business because it's pay to play, and poor people feel like they're entitled to favors and people just being nice to them. It's not real life. 41 million watched the fight. What a stage! Hey, without a doubt, great stage. But hey, they ain't outdoing the boy Jake Paul. Jake Paul cash cow in boxing right now, bro. It just is what it is, man. Motherfuckers don't like him. He's actually better for business than Turkey Al Sheik. But I mean, you niggas is gonna say you niggas is gonna see overall. Turkey Al Sheik is with Dana White. They just want to see fighters get hurt and they get paid. They don't give a fuck about no boxers. This platform will always be a pro fighter platform. I don't care if you got wins or losses. I respect you. Yes, do I have to talk about the fights and the outcomes and my predictions? Yes, but it's never with the intent to try to talk bad on boxers to just get clicks. I'm not doing it. Danny getting worked up on that reporter showed a lot. I mean, but the reporter, you know what I mean, was basically highlighting the fact that you know, Dana White is not pro fighter. If anything, he want to take food out the fighter's mouth for it to go in his pockets and he be able to lose $1 million at the casino rather than pay his fighters. That's all. It the boxers sacrifice their life to be able to earn the stardom to be able to take it to court for the boxing game to be pro fighter or at least give fighters a more advantage. You get what I'm saying? So I don't like Dana for boxing in general, knowing what he's trying to do. But that's Turkey Al Sheik is right next to him because he want to do the same thing. Make one belt so they can be able to position everybody how they want to, and basically be able to pay them based on the level that they're saying that they are. Meanwhile, that those sanctioning bodies, even though they're charging sanctioning fees, they are still there in favor of the fighters. Of course, they're going to smudge and bend rules when it comes to a pay-per-view star because his 3% is much more higher than somebody's who don't sell. But it is what it is. Business is all about making money at the end of the day. But yes, man, Bud Crawford and Nello, as I said in the beginning, they will be doing another rematch. He has two more fights. Canelo has two more fights under Turkey Al Sheik. He gonna get a tune up after that. He's either stuck with fight David Benavidez, Bivol, or Bud. Who are the lesser evils? To fight the two bigger opponents and you can't keep up with a pace. Bivol can give you the faster pace. David Benavidez can give you a faster pace. At least with Bud, it's a little bit of footwork added in between, and you got room to breathe after getting countered. It's not like he gonna turn your head and then hit you with a punch that you don't see and possibly knock you out. And I'm not saying it's not possible. What I'm saying is, I will feel like the beating would be less of, and it'll be more so like outclassed when it comes to Crawford, rather than Benavidez Bivol. Canelo versus Shiraz, I think, yes, I agree. Canelo versus Shiraz, then Canelo Bud too. And if Canelo really want to make a lot of money, he pitched it as his last fight. The numbers multiply significantly. Right. That makes sense. He'll make good money fighting him, and Nello can beat him. He is slow enough for Nello to be able to beat him. Respectfully. He works at a pace that I feel as though Nello could keep up with. Respectfully. So, I don't want Canelo to come back, but he needs to change the whole training camp. He looked too comfortable. He needs to wake up that hunger again. Nah, Jay Bullet, what you need to realize is Canelo's been pro since he's been 15 fucking years old. Eventually, all of that experience at first is good, but then eventually it starts to take a toll, right? And it's just showing. He physically could not keep up with Bud. Physically. Combination wise and on the inside, he couldn't keep up with him. One of his core weapons is neutralized when Bud is in the southpaw stance, because Bud has the IQ to see when the left hook is coming and lean towards it to smother the shot. These little passive aggressive movements basically took Bud the whole way, and only left Canelo with a lead right hand to the body, being the main shot that caused any type of significant damage if it did. Meanwhile, if Crawford get caught with it, he makes sure he pivots to the right, neutralize the left hook. Man, even if he boxed, you're not outpointing. Crawford is still faster with his feet and faster with his hands. Come on, man. Y'all seen when he sat there and locked in with Nello for a little bit, how that shit was looking. Come on, man. Come on. And then this next matchup, Bud will be filled out to the division even more if he stays up there. But if not, he can go down to 160 and chase that undisputed. But I'm pretty sure they'll make him a dumb offer this next time. He made 50M last time. I'm pretty sure he's going to be pushing 100M if he fight Canelo again. 150M. Nah, he gotta run the same playbook. It just he he gotta be able to position himself to get off what he want. At least he gotta take the watch to be able to make the adjustments needed to run that playbook. It's just that it came down to micro adjustments. And Bud is somebody who adapts pretty well when it comes to micro adjustments. Not really a Floyd Mayweather when it comes to micro adjustments, in my opinion. I feel like that was the fucking most humble, significant micro adjuster I've ever seen in my fucking life. You catch him with a good shot, you don't catch him again the rest of the fight like that. So, it's just my opinion. I was trying to remember how many Hispanic fighters at world champ level over welterweight. Not many. Nah, I understand that. Listen, what Canelo did is magnificent. I'm not coming here to undermine him. None of that. He lost. He lost to a great fighter though, who had better feet, quicker hands, and the same level of IQ, if not equivalent. Which Canelo has been put in positions to where he's been spoiled match wise. He has not been forced to think. He was able to go in there and be himself with the same style and not have to make adjustments because it was people who couldn't even handle being on the platform. At first, I thought Bud couldn't handle being on the platform, but he fought with discipline and he fought consciously aware, respectful, but dangerous at the same time. Nervous, but smart. Like, it was the proper portion of everything uh, that he needed in order for him to be able to cook. I rated that fight 10-2. I don't know what the fuck the Mexican ref seen or whatever them niggas was. They had money on that nigga, bro. I know how this shit go, though. He won't ever be able to outbox Bud for sure. But he's going to have to mix it up more. Fight again. It's no mixing it up. It's going to go the same way if they fight again. It's no mixing it up. The only difference is you just got to try to make the exchanges better. Physically, he can't make the exchanges better. Crawford has more punching ability and can throw craftier shots. It just is what it is. The only thing that I would suggest to him, if he was in camp preparing for Crawford again, is prepare your right hand, not your left hook. Prepare your right hand. Yeah, 10. I had a 10-2. He was smoking the fuck out of him, bro. That shit was crazy, man. That shit That and that Brandon Adams fight, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh, she was beautiful. I was hoping the last few fights were an outcome of what other boxers were doing, but it's what he is now. Right, exactly. Like Usyk, Crawford came alive from round 6. Yeah, I mean, once Crawford felt the shots and knew he could sit in there, it's no different than the respect he had for Earl Spence. He knew Earl Spence was a dangerous opponent, so he went in there with the right amount of danger and nervousness, all on one shot, and it got him what he want. You get what I'm saying? So I'm all for it, bro. I am all for it. Hey, but yeah, the rematch gotta come, bro. It's a money fight. Turkey out she can't let them niggas. Turkey out she can't let them niggas fight without. I mean, letting them niggas be in the game without fighting each other again. Them motherfuckers want that money, bro. 42 million people watching it is heavy. So yeah, man. That's just what it is. Damn, this motherfucker, bright game. Uh, hey, but listen, I'm finna slide. I'll be back on tomorrow, y'all. 8:15, 8:30 Eastern time. You already know the fucking vibes. Hey, listen, for that Lamont Roach Pitbull fight, after I get off, I want y'all to comment on this video who y'all got and why. And if it was a Canelo Crawford too, who y'all got and why. Let me know.